So the main site contractors that you need: excavator. RJ McCormick's a great one in the Buffalo area. You need an excavator for your site works. Superior walls typically for your basement or a poured wall. And then you need your HVAC and plumbing contractor, your electrician. Those are important. And then Isaac and his crew, he's a two-man crew. He's on site to do the exterior stitching and seaming and the interior stitching and seaming. And you can see interior, there's not much. The basement stairs and a little bit of drywall. The outside, depending on the model of the house and the siding selection, sometimes you have to do the whole thing. You have to side the whole thing on site. Sometimes we can do part of the siding off-site. It just depends on the house configuration and the type of siding that you're using. But the City Series here, on set day, this is how it came. Tyveked with the metal roof. We did that on set day. Tyveked with the metal roof. So then, after set, then you've got to get the house sided, which is what's happening here. Donna chose it's like a light gray vertical board and batten, Georgia Pacific, I believe.
Yep.
Is it Georgia Pacific?
Yeah, it's Georgia Pacific. That's right.
And then a lot of times on a two-story home, you can do this break point in the middle, which you can do on just regular lap siding or on vertical siding. Vertical siding only comes in 10-foot pieces, so you have to break it somehow. You can do a traditional, you can do like a double J or an H channel, or you can expand the break a little bit with a different color. This one is to match the fascia, and I think it just breaks up, you know, a big wall of siding nicely.
That's good.
And then of course you got the black windows, the black metal roof, and then the mono roof, of course, only has one low point on the roof, so you only need one gutter. You need one 38-foot gutter here. Typically one downspout for that. Collect it here with your sump discharge. It'll go out. Here's the outside look at the egress window. Egress window well with the grate so no one falls into it. These ones you'll probably need little wells here too, I guess, because the grade might come up a little bit, so you might need a well, a well on this to keep the earth, because I'm assuming the grade's going to come up another foot, basically to be in line with the neighbor. This was a tough one because you're basically 8 feet from the property line. So with Superior, you have to have a 5-foot overdig, so you're pretty close to the property line. And that was a little bit challenging on this one, right, Don? We survived. And then on some of these old neighborhoods, the electric line goes at the back of the lot, right down the property line. And there might be a little easement at the back of your property. So here, this older neighborhood, everyone does overhead, but on a new house, typically you do underground. So we've got underground from the pole to the house. That's where we located the panel drop from the factory. The panel's all wired, 200 amp panel. It's all wired at the factory. And then the electrician just has to mount it, bring the feed into the panel, and then run service to wherever the electric utility provider designates. On the outside, you're going to have outside outlets and water spigots, and we can designate those to be located wherever you want. Typically, outside outlet's going to be near an outside door, but the water spigot can be wherever you want. So these are the United 5900 series, black frame window, black outside, white inside. Right? Was white inside?
White inside, yes, that's right.
So
yes, you can see.
it's I think I don't think there's an upgrade charge on that at all. That's part of their 5900 series line, which is nice because a lot of people like black windows, but you don't get charged more if it's white inside, black outside with this particular brand. Some factories there is a different charge just for the black outside, but so that's why, depending on what you're looking for from a house, we're going to try to find a factory that's going to give you the best bang for the buck. See how let's go out of ways and see how the house fits in with the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So this is an older neighborhood, 1940s, 50s war era, Cape Cods, and this is a super super modern house. And some people think, hey, just because you're building in an older neighborhood, you have to do something that's exactly the same as everyone else. Most of the time you don't. I mean, some villages and hamlets have architectural review boards where they want everything to match, but most places don't. So you can really choose whatever you want. This is more modern. I think it looks awesome, even though it's different from other houses. I think that's, I mean, I'm totally on board with it. I think it looks great. Certainly is different from all the neighbors.
Yeah. Well, it's also not. I mean, you didn't do all the dark siding and stuff like that. Like it's a gray roof. It's not a black roof,
Right.
and a really light gray siding as well, which kind of dampens the modernness to the neighborhood a little bit.
If it was black,
Yeah.
everything, then it might stick out a little bit, jump out a little bit more at you. But
It looks really nice.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I think it looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say it looks like half a house. I've heard that before.
I have heard that. Yeah.
I can see that. I love it. I love the design.
I think it's great.
Any questions about your house and your property, design, costing? Feel free to reach out to us. Happy to answer any questions that you have. We go all over New York State, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Vermont, Maryland. Got one coming up in Maryland. And so if it's within, the biggest thing is what does the site look like? Can we access it? We've got some pretty unique builds on the side of mountains and a high hill sloping down to a lake. A lot of times we can access it. People think, oh, you can't access it because there's a switchback or something. We'll come out, do a site visit, make sure access isn't a problem. That's obviously important. We have some big trucks to move in, but even if you're site building the house, you still have to bring a concrete truck in and these kinds of things. And so access, whether you're building on site or modular, still is something that needs to be considered. The site plan, layout of the house. So happy to chat about any of those interesting topics with you. Feel free to reach out to myself or Jonathan, man in the camera. And anything that I missed, just leave a little comment and we'll try to answer any questions you have.